Although the city of Port St. Lucie has recently become known for our rapid housing growth, there are still a dwindling number of unimproved properties in the city. While vacant lot owners are not required to maintain the vegetation growing on their property, they are required to prevent said vegetation from encroaching onto adjacent properties. Homeowners and vacant lot owners can gain knowledge from the following guidelines on how the city handles vacant lot encroachment. Vacant lot encroachment is considered a complaint-driven ordinance, meaning the adjacent resident is responsible for calling in to report overgrowth. Because residents can only file one complaint per vacant lot annually, it is recommended to wait until the vacant lot's vegetation is growing over the property line before filing the complaint. Residents who would like to file a vacant lot encroachment case should note that our city's ordinance only addresses encroaching underbrush, invasive Brazilian pepper trees, and tree branches that are within 4 feet of a homeowner's roof. If tree branches from a vacant lot are weighing down power lines connecting to a home, it is the homeowner's responsibility to maintain the line. For tree branches bearing weight on the electrical or cable lines between 2 power poles, residents should contact FP&L or the cable company who owns the line. In order to open a vacant lot maintenance case, residents must also be aware of the distance requirements. Vacant lot encroachment cases can only be opened if the property line that is shared between the vacant lot and the homeowner is within 30 feet of the complainant's home. An encroachment case will not be opened if the shared property line is beyond the 30-foot maximum, regardless of how far the vegetation is encroaching on the neighboring property. Residents should also be aware that if a code officer determines that an encroachment violation does exist, a complainant is required to sign and return a consent form in order for the city to proceed with abatement. Vacant lot owners, and in some cases the city, are only required to cut the encroaching vegetation back 10 feet off the property line. There is no requirement for the vacant lot to be completely cleared. If a vacant lot is determined to be encroaching on a neighboring property, the registered property owner will be sent a notice of hearing via certified mail. As stated earlier, in order to bring that property into compliance, the vacant lot owner is required to cut all encroaching vegetation back 10 feet off the shared property line. Should a vacant lot owner fail to come into compliance, the city will cut back the encroaching vegetation and bill the vacant lot owner by placing a lien on the property. Vacant lot owners who have received a vacant lot notice of hearing should make sure to contact the code officer listed on the notice in order to request additional time or provide updates on the status of correcting the violation. The city, however, cannot provide a list or recommend any particular tree trimming service. This research must be done by the vacant lot owner. Thanks for taking the time to know your codes.